Anybody tired of waiting for Donald Trump to be held accountable for his crimes? Anybody tired of waiting for justice? Let's talk about something we can do right here, right now, today, to move us in the direction of justice, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirschner here. So Donald Trump is president no more. Donald Trump just beat the rap at his Senate impeachment trial, and here we all sit, waiting for accountability, waiting for justice. I, for one, am tired of waiting. How about you? So here's just one thing that we at Team Justice have done to try to move us in the direction of accountability. You may have heard me talk before, folks, about the fact that I served as a federal prosecutor for 30 years. And in that capacity, I fought for justice. I fought for victims. I fought for families who had lost a loved one to violent crime. I fought for communities. And I did it all in a way that honored the Constitution and the rights of each and every defendant. When I left federal service a few years ago, I looked for new ways to keep fighting for justice. And over the past few years, Team Justice has come into existence. What is Team Justice? Well, Team Justice is a large, diverse, democracy-loving group of people dedicated to equal justice for all and dedicated to holding criminal politicians accountable. Team Justice meets over on patreon.com. And please, you're welcome to come over to patreon.com and join us, join Team Justice proper, and support our all-volunteer efforts. But you need not come over to Patreon and join Team Justice to do what I'm about to describe. We have authored a letter, Team Justice has, to all 50 state attorneys general and the Attorney General for the District of Columbia. And we are demanding action in just one respect, at least for openers. I'd like to read you the letter, and I will post the letter so you can read it at your leisure. And I would like to ask you, and I humbly ask you, to consider whether you would like to sign this letter that will be going out to all attorneys general across the United States. The letter opens, "Dear Attorney General," fill in the blank. "We are writing to urge you to have your state law enforcement authorities open a criminal investigation into potential liability for avoidable/preventable coronavirus deaths in your state. Given the public reporting, we believe there is prima facie evidence that Donald Trump, Jared Kushner, Mike Pence, and potentially other Trump administration officials are criminally liable for, at a minimum, a low level of homicide, such as negligent homicide or involuntary manslaughter. In our estimation, there certainly is adequate predication to open a criminal investigation into such matters. Team Justice is a diverse group of people dedicated to honor, integrity, and decency in public service, holding criminal government officials accountable for their crimes, and, above all else, pursuing equal justice for all. There are signatories to this letter from each of the 50 states and the District of Columbia. Collectively, we seek accountability for any and all crimes of our federal and state government officials, with the corresponding goal of restoring public trust, faith, and confidence in government." There's then a short paragraph that describes who I am as founder of Team Justice and my former work as a federal prosecutor, including decades as a homicide prosecutor. I'll go to the next paragraph. "Without engaging in a full legal analysis, the publicly reported information about the grossly negligent mismanagement of the coronavirus pandemic by the Trump administration includes Donald Trump's lies to the American people about the danger of the virus and its ease of transmission and corresponding ease of prevention, as revealed in the Bob Woodward audio recordings of conversations with Donald Trump, the decision by Mike Pence, then serving as head of the coronavirus task force, to allow Trump's dangerous lies to the American people to go uncorrected, the complicity of Jared Kushner, who advocated letting the virus flourish because it was disproportionately affecting so-called blue states, etc. These are just some of the facts and circumstances supporting opening a criminal investigation. The families who lost loved ones to the coronavirus deserve and demand that the government officials responsible for allowing the pandemic to spread needlessly through our communities be held accountable. Accordingly, we respectfully implore you to open criminal investigations into the conduct of government officials in an attempt to hold them accountable for any and all crimes supported by the evidence. Only after a full, fair, ethical, aggressive, apolitical investigation can assure accountability and help prevent future misconduct by government officials. Absent accountability for avoidable coronavirus deaths, there can be no justice. Absent justice, there can be no healing for families who lost loved ones to the coronavirus. We thank you for your time and attention to this most important matter and look forward to your reply. Sincerely, Team Justice. So folks, I'm posting a link to a Google form where you can go and sign this letter. You can become one of the signatories. The form couldn't be easier to fill out. It simply asks your name, your state of residence, and your zip code. And it asks you for an email address. It doesn't ask for your home address, your mailing address. And we already have citizens from all 50 states and the District of Columbia who have signed this letter urging action of the 50 state attorneys general for preventable coronavirus deaths. We're also publishing the letter across all social media platforms. So you're going to see it on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram. And here on YouTube, you can simply look in the description section of this video and see the contents of the letter so you can read it again at your leisure. And I hope you'll consider signing it and joining us in this fight. We're also over on Patreon, as I mentioned, patreon.com. That's where Team Justice gathers, and we're working on multiple Team Justice projects. If you want, you can come over to patreon.com. You can join us. You can help support our all-volunteer efforts, but you need not join patreon.com to sign this letter to urge action. And with this letter, folks, we are telling the state attorneys general and the attorney general for the District of Columbia that we're tired of waiting for accountability. We're tired of waiting for justice. We're going to let them know that to us, justice for our friends and our community members and our loved ones who were taken from us courtesy of the coronavirus, deaths that could have been prevented, it matters to us. And justice matters. Folks, as always, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.